Everybody today, Spacequake Sports, providing coverage of the Super Victoria Men's Fastpitch State League. Joining us with 2 outs in the top of the first. First 2 hitters for Metrans, Ricky Wheeler and Michael Dyson, unable to reach base, and stepping into the batter's box, number 3, Chris Kiefel. Fielding lineup for Southern Knights, starting in the middle is Aaron Amalfi, catching Mark Scammell. Playing first base is the flex, Hunter Richardson. Over at second base is Dan Mullett. Playing shortstop, Dan Dawson, so a couple Dans up the middle. Over at third base, Corey Beswick. And then scooting around the outfield, in left we have Nick Green, centre field Sam Seach, and right field Steve Dawson, with the DP for the Southern Knights, number 25, John Hudson. Just upstairs there from Aaron Amalfi, Chris Kiefel laying off a pitch, not for him, and with the 2-ball no-strike count, takes him to 3 balls and no strikes now. And that one just missing, so Chris Kiefel will draw the walk with 2 outs. That'll bring to the box the centre fielder, Luke Russell. For those playing along from home, Luke Russell fresh off under-19 boys nationals, where the Victorian boys played in the final, unfortunately going down in that match to New South Wales. But Luke also came home for the 2nd year in a row with the best pitcher of the tournament award. So hugely promising talent, Luke Russell will step in with the runner on 1. Good drop ball from Aaron Amalfi. It's a good location down in the zone. Patience shown by Luke Russell in the batter's box there. Takes the count to a 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch upstairs and Luke Russell lays off again. Got ourselves a partly cloudy night tonight, 17 degrees. A little bit on the chilly side, kind of whether you might like to get a beanie or your hoodie out. But not too bad to play in once you've been nice and warm. Hard hit shot from Luke Russell, but tell you what, he has hit it right down the throat of left field Nick Green. Can't hit a ball much better than that. Unlucky for Luke Russell there. But at the end, or halfway through the first inning, Metrans, no runs, no hits. We got our 2 Blues taking charge of the game today. Or 3 Blues, actually, sorry. We've got Richard Dodds behind the plate. Over at first base, we have Tobias Sadler. And down at third base, we have Kian Privatera, who just got his level 5 accreditation at one of the nationals just gone. I think the under-19 boys that we were just talking about before. We'll run through the Metrans fielding lineup to start off with. In the middle, Mark Rigg. Behind the dish, Michael Dyson. Over playing first base is Robbie McMahon. His son will have to do some of the work in the field for him over at 2, Noah McMahon. Shortstop, Chris Kiefel. Third base, Ricky Wheeler. And running around the outfield, we got all the young fellas for the Metrans. In left, Jack Hotere Moana. Centre field, Luke Russell. And right field, Brody Taylor. First person to jump into the batter's box. Good location to start from Mark Rigg. Jumps ahead of the count, no balls, 1 strike. Known for liking to work quick and work early in the count to get ahead, where then he can go to some of his strong pitches in the rise ball and the change-up we just saw there. Foul ball, big call from home plate umpire Richard Dodds. So no balls, 2 strikes here on Daniel Dawson. Pitch upstairs, but Daniel Dawson disciplined enough to lay off. Not having any part of that. Again, good pitch upstairs. Not going to draw any contact out of that. It's definitely the strikeout pitch, but Daniel Dawson patient, waiting for something more on his level. And then a good comeback pitch downstairs, but just low. Foul ball right over the top of us, but we're now out of the way, so that's all right. So some good small ball played by the Southern Knights, pushing that runner into scoring position, which will give 3-hitter Steve Dawson and 4-hitter Sam Seach a couple of shots to drive in that first run of the game. Not a bad location there out of Mark Reig. Michael Dyson doing his best to try and get the frame across. Steve Dawson twists hard on that rise ball on the inside half. Just a bit early, and that one's foul. Hardy ball to third base. Ricky Wheeler pushes the runner back. Throws a little sidearm sinker over to 1. Some good glove skills by Robbie McMahon at first base to hang on to that one. See a lot of Major League catchers lose them. So now with 2 out, stepping into the box, Sam Seach. Sam Seach takes a big hack at that pitch at the top of the strike zone, but enough pace on it to beat the bat. Good location out of Mark Reig there. He gets the bottom of the strike zone. Hard hit ball. Noah McMahon knocks it down. Might have got him in a little uncomfortable spot there. But it'll do the job. It'll do the job and it'll get it done. And that'll be the third out of the innings there. So the bunt moving the runner across the 2. All that Southern Knights could get in the bottom of the first. And we'll roll into the second. The score still 0-0. For those joining along on Facebook, we are in the top of the second. Both teams 0-0 to start the game. Now into the batter's box. Another one of these Metrans boys come back from the under-19 Nationals. Brody Taylor. Good patient at bat building here for Brody Taylor. For those who have watched over the last couple of previous seasons, you've probably only noticed Metrans in the black uniform. But after a fair bit of work by team manager and catcher Michael Dyson, the Metrans have got a flash new teal and black uniform. And the rebranding from Metrans to Mets, sponsored by Grindstone Barbers. There's a whole bunch of Grindstone Barbers out there. You can go to Eastland. You can go, there's one out at Werribee. Whole bunch of them. So head out to Grindstone. Get your fade tidied up. Get them to trim your beard. And get a coffee while you're at it. Big aggressive hack out of Brody Taylor. Darren Amalfi doing an all right job here of holding this Metrans hitting lineup. Nice little shot into shallow centre field from Brody Taylor. And that'll get the lead-off hitter on for the Metrans. And it'll bring to the plate number 15, Jack Hotere Moana.
You go, Jacko. Here, Jackie. Hey, Jack, here we go.
Jack Hotere Moana, hard hit ball. Taylor made double play, but the throw takes up off the top. And unfortunately, they won't get the runner at 1. But Brody Taylor is forced out at 2 on a nice feed by Dan Mullet. This will bring Robbie McMahon, the first base, to the plate with the runner in first base. Very quick runner in Jack Hotere Moana. I wouldn't be surprised to see if some point in time in this at-bat they get him on the move. Aggressive hack out of Robbie McMahon. Just foul over the top of the first base dugout. So Aaron Amalfi ahead in the count. Jack Hortete Moana on the move. Gets it in two. Gets into two nice and quickly. So there's a runner for the Mets to drive in. So 2 out, 2 strikes here. A good strikeout attempt pitch. Nice and high, up in the zone. Lays off the pitch, takes a funny bounce off one of the poles back there. I think for a second Jack Hortete Moana thought he might have been able to steal 2 bases on that one. So that first run of the game moves up to third base. Foul ball down third baseline. There's only 1 out, actually. I've given everybody a bit of a bad steer there. So 1 out. Southern Knights infield playing in just a touch, trying to hold that runner at 3. Good pitch and good swing. So Robbie McMahon versus Aaron Amalfi. Another hard hit shot from Robbie McMahon, nice and early on it. Pitch upstairs and Robbie McMahon lays off. So the Knights wanted that one, but just upstairs. Coming out to run at first base for Robbie McMahon, Chase Bennett. So we've got another quick base runner out. Chase, one of the boys that just played in the under-16 nationals. Maybe a little bit of a tester pitch there out of Mark Scammell to see whether the runner was going to go first up and they can't throw them out. In the batter's box, young Noel McMahon. Chase Bennett moves up into 2 and ball slips out of Mark Scammell's hand there. But no damage done. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. And you got Noel McMahon and then the pitcher, Mark Rigg. Noah on the pitch in the zone, but early and fouls it over into the third base dugout. Good location, but also good eyes from Noel McMahon. And then again, some good patience shown. Lays off, and that's got the bases loaded. And so the Knights just have a quick little team chat. Try and sort out, get themselves all on the one page. What play they're going to make, how they're going to attack the hitter. The key points for Aaron Amalfi to have success tonight will be to get ahead of the count early. If he has to come back from behind, I think the Metrans hitters will probably favour their chances against some of the pitches. So working ahead will be crucial. Fly ball in a right field out of Mark Rigg. Steve Dawson's got a good arm. He's going to make the throw home. Jack Horteta Moana very quick though. Runner now caught in between 1 and 2. So Noah McMahon gets tagged out. So that'll be the third out of the inning. But Metrans will score 1. So after the top of the second, moving into the bottom of the second, the score is Metrans 1, Knights 0.
I was having a big conversation over in Adelaide during.
Jumping in the batter's box for the Southern Knights here. Third base, Corey Beswick. Gave a shout out to the sponsor of the Grindstone Mets, Grindstone Barbers. Southern Knights have their sponsor. So they've got Blitzum Systems, award-winning web, mobile and cloud experts. Blitzum Systems can help to modernise your business operations and transform concepts into digital solutions. Check out their website, www.blitzm.com.au. Proud supporters of the Southern Knights. As Corey Beswick chops that one foul past the first baseman. Corey Beswick lays off a pitch upstairs. Often when you see Mark Rigg hitting and driving in runs, you know he's going to be pitching well too. So promising signs for the Mets. And just as the commentator's curse happens, Corey Beswick hits one out centre field, and that'll tie the game 1-1. Hard hit shot there by Corey Beswick. So a little bit of the commentator's curse there, but can't always control that. Stepping into the batter's box now, the left fielder, number 78, Nick Green. Hard hit shot up the middle. Nice play, Noah McMahon. Gets the very speedy Nick Green. I tell you what, you got to be quick to get that guy running to first. So a very tidy play by Noah McMahon. Just the kind of assistance Mark Rigg would have wanted after the solo shot. So props there, young fella. Great play. Stepping into the batter's box now for the Southern Knights, Dan Mullett. Nice height there out of Mark Rigg. You're not going to get too many hard hit balls out of something on the knees there. Popping the glove, but off the plate. They pitch in the dirt, so it'll take the count to 2 balls, 1 strike. So the foul ball draws the count level at 2-2. What's that? Ground ball to third. Nice and easy from Ricky Wheeler. Again, that sidearm little sinker. Robbie McMahon hangs onto it and they get out of the innings. So the solo shot from Corey Beswick ties the game up at 1 apiece. So as we move into the third, this will be the opportunity for Metrans to go take the lead back. So we'll go back to the top of the lineup here. Stepping in for the Grindstone Mets. Third base, Ricky Wheeler. So Ricky just looking at the first pitch there. No balls, 1 strike. Chases a pitch downstairs, a strong swing. But some nice dip there from Aaron Amalfi. Just sort of starts at the bottom of the zone and finishes down underneath. Ground ball in between short and third. Corey Beswick made a good beat on it, but unfortunately just not going to get those ones in the 5.5 hole. So Nick Green will throw it into second base and Ricky Wheeler will reach with the leadoff single. We got the real deal third base coach over there in Paul Maisie throwing some signs. Scenario for Michael Dyson. Do we see a bunt? Do we see a fake bunt? What do we see? Not a bad pitch out of Aaron Amalfi, but upstairs. Inside half of the plate there, good pitch. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Michael Dyson, one of the elder statesmen in this Victorian Open men's team that'll be going away to Nationals just soon. Hard hit shot into the alley. Ricky Wheeler's on his bike. He's going to be hustling to 3. Michael Dyson moving into 2. Ricky Wheeler going to home. The throw comes and not in time. So Ricky Wheeler will do the hard work from first base. Score on the RBI double by Michael Dyson. Metrans take the lead back in this game, 2-1. Metrans boys getting around one of their experienced players in Ricky Wheeler. So stepping into the batter's box now with the runner in scoring position, the shortstop, Chris Kiefel. Catching the bottom half of the zone there. Just a touch early on that, but dong off the light tower. So no balls, 2 strikes here against Chris Kiefel. Is that going to get over the top? No. Dan Muller gets a funny bounce on him. So Chris Kiefel will reach on the infield single. And Michael Dyson will slide over to third base. And Chase Bennett will come out to run for Chris Kiefel. That'll bring to the plate the 3 under-19 hitters in a row. Luke Russell, Brody Taylor, and then Jack Hortete Moana. Luke Russell lays off a pitch too high. Runner takes off. Throw from Mark Scammell. Daniel Dawson, Luke Russell. So we go again, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lays off a pitch downstairs. A very patient, disciplined hitter here, Luke. He'll only be looking for the 1 pitch that he reckons he can score both the runs with. That one close, but obviously just not there. Hard hit shot from Luke. 1 bounce in front of Nick Green, sending Chase Bennett home. Mark Scammell puts the tag on, so Mets will score 1. But the second runner, Chase Bennett, not able to get there in time. So Luke Russell on 2. Nice piece of hitting, landing just in front of the left fielder. And now batting behind him, Brody Taylor. Brody Taylor doesn't go after that first pitch strike from Aaron Amalfi. Good work by Mark Scammell to get up there and hang on to that one. Keeps that runner at 2. Hard hit shot out of Brody Taylor, straight to centre field. Again, Sam Seacher's a good arm, and Paul Maisie holds up Luke Russell at 3. So Sam Seacher's arm saves a run. Brody Taylor has some wheels, and there's some signs coming over from the third base coach, Paul Maisie. Could see some running action at any point here. Batter in the box, number 15, Jack Hortete Moana. Aggressive hack straight away from Jack. Brody Taylor was in motion with that pitch. See whether he'll take off again or whether the Mets might play it a little bit safer. Good job laying off a pitch outside. Aaron Amalfi leans back. Let's go. Oh, throws to 3. And Luke Russell will amble home safely. So another run will cross the plate there. And Brody Taylor moves up to 2 as well. Good pitch on the outside corner. You could see Jack Hote Moana lean on it, sort of throw his head back going, oh, I probably could have got that one. Good hack, but Nick Green covers the ground, makes the catch, and a good throw into third base. So Brody Taylor making the right move, not trying to take on the outfielder there, because that's a good throw. So with 2 out now, step into the batter's box will be Robbie McMahon. Good discipline from Robbie McMahon, laying off the pitch downstairs. Ball gets away over the top and Brody Taylor will slide on down to 3. Just a little bit of a miscommunication going on. And called strike across the plate there. So high leverage situation, runner in scoring position, 2 out. And another called strike. So that brings the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Robbie McMahon just a touch early on that one. So another strikeout for Aaron Amalfi. So the Metrons will score 3 runs in that inning, take the lead back off a couple of hits out of Michael Dyson, Luke Russell, and Brody Taylor. So we move into the bottom of the 3rd. Knights will have their opportunity to respond. Stepping into the batter's box for Southern Knights will be the pitcher, Aaron Amalfi. Goes at the first pitch, Noel McMahon. Chris Keefe will work it out. Keefe makes the throw over to one. Tells the young fella, hey, you might have made a nice play before, but this is still my diamond. Whatever you can do, I can do as well. That'll take us back to the top of the lineup for the Southern Knights. Shortstop, Daniel Dawson. Daniel Dawson, aggressive swing at the first pitch, but pace on from Mark Rigg gets the job done.
Yes, big Riggs in.
High fly ball. Noel McMahon tracking back. Caught by his teammate at centre field, Luke Russell. That's one that I'm sure the friends will share around the group chat this week. So 2 tidy plays by the Mets pivots. Now in the batter's box, John Hudson. Executed the perfect sack bunt in his last turn up. But with 2 out and no runners on, we'll get to see Hutto swing the bat. The little excuse me swing. Chris Keefe fires over to one. Robin McMahon takes the play. And that'll be the end of the inning. So after a strong inning with the stick for the Mets, they get the job done in the field too with a couple of nice plays.
It's a 2 cam switch, but still.
So got a little action in the Mets bullpen at the back with Luke Russell just rolling the shoulder over. And stepping into the batter's box for the Mets, second base, who just took that nice catch before, Noah McMahon. Swings at the first pitch. That's back behind where Mike Dyson was. Takes the catch, and we'll get that ball straight back into the game.
Yes, Noah. Oh, Noah. Good, no.
Noel McMahon again, swinging at the right pitch, fouling it off into the third base dugout. Aaron Amalfi now with 2 strikes on the hitter. Bit of chalk. Oh, and it's been a little bit of a fumble too. Never easy when they come off the end of the bat like that. So Noah McMahon will reach with the lead-off single.
Hey, get a good lead. And then on the ground, off hard. Right? And the hip look up and make it, yeah? Come on.
Aggressive hack from Mark Rigg.
Hey, Riggsy, come on, Riggsy. Get a good hop, Noel, get a good hop.
Fly ball. Has it got enough? It does. So the pitcher helping his own cause out, Mark Rigg, with the 2-run home run. That'll push the lead out even further. So currently 6-1. Always handy when the number 9 hitter in the lineup can do the damage like that. Now we go back to the top, and it's Ricky Wheeler. Ricky Wheeler stays off a pitch upstairs. Good location of Aaron Amalfi there. Down and in corner, get the job done. Ground ball to short. Bang, bang play at 1. Ricky Wheeler legs it out. So after scoring from first on a double and beating out a ground ball to shortstop, Ricky Wheeler might just be trying to tell these young boys in the team that he's still the fastest guy out there. Now in the batter's box, the catcher, Michael Dyson. Nice little bit of commentary coming from Spacequake Sports Zone. Dave Muggleton said they don't call him Ricky Wheeler for nothing. Knocked down by third base Corey Beswick. The underhand flip goes into the outfield. Paul Maisie sending Ricky Wheeler home. The throw from Stephen Dawson not in time. So Ricky Wheeler again scores on a Michael Dyson ball in play. So Metrans extend the lead even further, pushing it out 7-1. Still none out. So Chris Kiefer watches the first pitch of the at-bat. Goes after the second one. Daniel Dawson just wasn't able to come up with that. Not a bad effort from Dan Mullett to try and pick the ball up and get the base runner at the same time. So Chris Kiefer will reach on an error, and Chase Bennett will come out to run for him. Stepping in the batter's box now, the centre fielder, Luke Russell. Luke Russell with a fly ball. This one won't have enough to do it. And Sam Seach knows they're not going to run on his arm. Little wry smile out of Sam Seach there. That'll bring to the plate Mets right fielder, Brodie Taylor. Another fly ball. Nick Green takes this one in left field. He's also made a couple of nice throws tonight, so Michael Dyson will just go, I'm the catcher, get me 2 out and somebody else can come run for me. And after a couple of good turns in the batter's box, we'll see again number 15, Jack Hortere Moana.
Hi, Jack. Happy set, Jack. Come on.
So that one gets away from Aaron Amalfi. Runners will move up 2 to 3. 1 to 2. Hard hit ball by Jack Hortere Moana. Straight up the middle. Sam Seach makes the throw to home with no real risk of the runner going to 2. But unfortunately not able to get either of those 2 quick Mets runners. And tell you what, that looks like a guy who is dialed in at the moment. Every swing that Jack Hortere Moana has had has been aggressive. So another 2 runs there from the Mets. Just keep stretching that lead out. Now in the batter's box, Robbie McMahon. Fly ball, Daniel Dawson camped underneath it. And so that'll end the innings, but not before Mets strike for a few. Catch me in my old ways still saying Metrans.
Top of the 4th or bottom?
As we move into the bottom of the 4th, Mets 9, Knights 1. So for those watching along from home, that 8-run lead is not enough for the mercy rule just yet, but if we tick through to the 5th innings and the lead stays at 7 or more, then that'll be where the mercy rule will come into effect. Or as the scorers and umpires like to say, the run-ahead rule, but I always just tell them it's called the mercy rule. If you are watching along from home, jump onto the SV Men's Fastpitch Instagram page. Plenty of content going on there at the moment. You can see there'll be some posts coming out with the live ladders and the stat leaders. And after this, we've got 2 more rounds before we move into the finals. But obviously a little bit of a break while the Open Men and Under 23 Nationals are on. So Steve Dawson fouls the ball into left field early off Mark Reig's pitching. Again, Steve Dawson sitting back and twists early on it, but just a bit too early, and that'll be another foul ball. So Mark Rigg will get a nice handy lead here in this at-bat. No balls, 2 strikes. Good defensive swing by Steve Dawson, making sure he keeps himself alive. Steve Dawson gets on top of a pitch. It's at the foul ball pole, but just foul. Now, we had the commentator's curse before. This is a little bit more of the curse of the foul ball home run. I don't think I've ever seen somebody come back from hitting a foul ball home run. Let's see if Steve can break the curse. Another foul ball. So Steve Dawson definitely on time. Plenty of balls hit hard towards left field and third base. And there you go. Nobody breaks the curse of the foul ball home run. You hit a foul ball home run, you're going out. So I guess with the commentator's curse and the foul ball home run curse, we just got a curse game going on here. Stepping into the batter's box next, centre field, Sam Seach. Takes a look at that pitch there. Mark Rigg getting ahead early. Aggressive swing from Sam Seach, but just late on that one. So some good pace on from Mark Rigg. Just blows past the hands of Sam Seach there. Some nice work from Michael Dyson too. Sam Seach fouls that one hard straight back. Tell you what, doesn't Sam Seach have one of the best moustaches going round? Manages to foul it off. Remember, if you flash back to, I think it was the 2019, maybe 2017 Junior Worlds that Sam Seach was a member of, played in New Zealand. And the OG of the softball commentary game, Jason Chopper Gerbs, gave him a big old shout out for the Tom Selleck slug. And all over social media it was going on for a while. Sam Seach and that Tom Selleck slug moustache. Sam Seach again manages to foul it off. Do we got any tricky spin? Bring it back into the diamond. And a swing through that one. So the strikeout there after a long battle from Sam Seach. Unfortunately, won't be able to get that knock that he was looking for. And so with two out, stepping into the batter's box will be the third base, Corey Beswick. He hit that home run last time up. The only run for the game so far for the Southern Knights. So it could be a little bit of caution with the way they pitch to Corey Beswick. Lays off a pitch downstairs. Corey Beswick, one who's come back to the State League after a couple of years out. Some good pace, but Corey Beswick just quick enough hands to keep his at-bat alive. Some good upstairs express from Mark Rigg. Will get the job done there in that inning. So that'll put the game in the territory of the run-ahead rule. Mets now, with this 8-run lead, try and extend it a bit more before they go to the bottom and try and close this game out. Got ourselves a bit of a chilly night down here at Waverley. It says 16, but feels a little bit more like 10.
Feels like 12.7.
The handful of brave supporters that have come out to deal with the cold. We should be used to it by now in Melbourne, that we get 39 degrees a couple of days ago and 12 degrees today, but it never makes it any easier. The first hitter for this innings for the Mets will be Noel McMahon. Although this is the 8 and 9 part of the hitting lineup, it's been very productive tonight. Couple of runs generated out of this part of the lineup. Soft ground ball to second base. Dan Mullet, and the throw just high. So Noel McMahon reaches. And that'll bring to the plate the pitcher, Mark Rigg, who's having a good one tonight. Sack fly and a 2-run home run. Keep swinging hard. That one just a bit down. Gets the high leg kick. Foul ball call from home plate umpire Richard Dodds. Must have been real close. Looked like he really liked it. Stays off the pitch upstairs. Not a bad pitch when the hitter's been very aggressive early in the count. Again, lays off the pitch upstairs, and Noel McMahon will move up to 2 on the pass ball. Lays off a pitch upstairs. And so now, after 2 strikes to start the at-bat, we find ourselves with a full count. Another aggressive swing at a Mark Rigg. And unfortunately, that one just scoots by. 2 out of 3 ain't bad though for Mark Rigg. Couple of knocks, score a couple of runs. That'll bring us back to the top again. Third base, Ricky Wheeler. Ground ball back to the pitcher. A first little fumble from Aaron Amalfi, but he recovers to get the out. Little shot, nice play on the short hop by Daniel Dawson, but the throw gets away. And so another run will cross the plate. Michael Dyson will be credited with the RBI. And Noel McMahon, who just finished running, will head back out to run for the catcher. Coming to the plate, new hitter. New hitter coming to the plate. We have Will Cronk. So as Paul Maisie makes the change. And so Noah McMahon again, get a little bit of deja vu, moves up to 2 on a pass ball. Will Cronk watches the strike. That one gets away from Aaron Amalfi, and Noel McMahon will scoot on over to 3. Another called strike on the inside half. Lays off the pitch just outside. Aaron Amalfi with a throw to 1. Not a bad play out of the pitcher there. But the young fella quick enough to just get there in time. Now in the batter's box, centre field, Luke Russell. Fly ball in the left field. Nick Green safely camped underneath. And that'll retire the Mets side. But they strike for a couple here. Score currently 11-1. And as we move into the bottom of the 5th, Knights will need to score 4 to stay alive. Otherwise, we'll have the run-ahead rule. So new pitcher for the Mets. Come in for the 1 inning close will be number 23, Luke Russell. Brody Taylor will slide from right across to centre. Will Cronk will go out to left field. And the former pitcher, Mark Rigg, will head over to first base. And the former first base, Robin McMahon, will head over to shortstop. So a whole bunch of changes for the Metrans. Stepping into the batter's box for Southern Knights, left fielder Nick Green. Tidy play by Noah McMahon. So Luke Russell will get 1 out on 1 pitch. Can't get much more efficient than that. Although I have heard of teams getting a double play, finishing an inning with just 2 pitches before in this second game format. Now in the batter's box for the Southern Knights, Dan Mullet. Dan Mullet with a fly ball in the left field. Jack Hotete Moana covers the ground and makes the play in left field. So a decent fly ball, but not enough to do the job. And so Luke Russell continues to work quickly. Batter in the box, the catcher, Mark Scammell. Luke Russell just looks like he's trying to pound the zone here. One way and one way only, and that's throw strikes. Mark Scammell hits it right back. The ball comes off Luke Russell's body, and Ricky Wheeler makes the play, and funnily enough, that'll be the game there. So an interesting way to finish up the game there. You don't quite often see them. Line drive back at the pitcher. The third base scoops it up and makes the play over to 1. So the Mets will take the result in this one. 11-1 after 5. 4 strong innings of work from Mark Rigg and 1 inning closed out by Luke Russell. We will have a 20-minute break and might come back and bring you the second game of this matchup between Knights and Mets.